So, you think you know what a newsletter is and how to create one? Well, probably not. This is why you're here after all, and today might be your lucky day. This is Tab.
And Virginia, and we'll give you the answers you're looking for. But I think that definitions come first, right? So, what is a newsletter?
A newsletter is a fantastic way to remain relevant and entice your audience in frequent time intervals.
Oh, wait. Frequent meaning?
It could be daily, monthly, weekly. It's totally up to you and what your audience prefers. Typically, email newsletters contain some product updates, industry news, anything relevant to your niche and your brand.
What happens if I have an e-commerce business? Can I use some fun content like a quiz?
Yeah, sure, you can use any type of content you'd like. Perhaps you could use a checklist too. However, I bet you're wondering right now, is this reason enough to send an email newsletter?
Well, as a matter of fact, it is. The average email marketing ROI is $42 for every dollar spent. And from what I've seen in my own personal campaigns, the more I personalize and use triggers, the more successful my campaign is.
Wait, triggers? Why triggers?
Well, it's a way to remain top of mind and be the prospect's first choice when they're ready to buy.
That sounds great, actually. If only there was a way to master that.
You need the right tools for that, right?
Yeah.
Well, you need an email marketing and marketing automation platform, like Moosend.
It should be easy and intuitive though, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. But let me show you what we can do with Moosend now.
Okay.
So, first and foremost, you need to create your free trial account. No credit card, no muss, no fuss. You go here and you enter your email and the password.
Okay.
And boom, you're in.
Alright, so what's next?
Well, next, you can check out this line right here. All the tools you'll need are here on this line. If you click on automation, you will see the automation recipe you want to use.
Oh, there are some ready-made ones here. That's very nice.
Yeah, exactly. You can create one from scratch or modify anything as needed.
Alright, but what happens when you click here?
Well, there you go. That's Moosend's extensive template library with fully customizable and responsive email templates. Just pick one or create one from scratch. That's up to you. You click on Use and check this out. Boxes upon boxes that you can move around and add your own elements.
Can we test that one out?
Well, so this is our countdown timer. You could use that one to create urgency. It's especially useful for seasonal campaigns like, Christmas campaigns, Black Friday campaigns, you name it.
Oh, sure. So, what happens if you get stuck though?
Well, we've got you covered. You check this button out. All your Q&As are here. Now you just click on Preview and see what your newsletter looks like on all screens. The Update campaign and Continue will be your next step, and you will be all good to run your newsletter campaign.
Okay. But wait, you're not done yet. Just creating an email newsletter won't do you any favors. You're going to have to give something back to your recipients. Like the big brands do.
Your email newsletter campaign needs to be targeted, on brand, and specific to its recipient. So you can create something like personalization tags. The recipient's name, their interest, their behavior on your website. Everything can be used to make your campaign flow as naturally as possible.
You can see this example here from EasyJet. That one is the one that paved the way towards hyper-personalization.
Well, I'll definitely click on that if I saw 250 destinations waiting for me. That's a pretty nice touch.
Yeah, it is actually. Our second example is from the brand Argo and has to do with weather-based personalization. As we can see here, the content goes hand in hand with the weather, and it's actually pretty good because probably the sub-zero weather conditions were what triggered that email newsletter on that day. Let's see why.
Notice the travel safely and couple that with the dropping temperatures right at the header. You see, this creates a hit of urgency, presenting a real problem the recipient would be experiencing at that moment in time, and the products present a real solution.
Our second email newsletter tip is all about alt text. You need alt text for two reasons. The first and main one is accessibility. Now, according to the American Foundation for the Blind, you need your context to be short and comprehensive. it's better to go like Jeff Bezos, CEO of Amazon, for example, instead of going like a man of upper management carrying a briefcase. You need all the context you can get, and this will work beautifully with screen readers.
Is that the only reason though?
No, not really. Our second reason is that you will need users to see what was there if something breaks in your email.
And another email marketing tip while we're at it, always save it as your subject line and preview text. Always. An example off the top of my head is one we tested with Moosend. You see, subject line be won here, by almost 1% no less. The whole campaign has better metrics too. We've also tweaked the subject line a little bit. You see, in that case, including a number and a valid problem that points to a solution did the trick for us. We would have lost that almost 1% open rate if we've never tested that subject line, and this translates to kind of a lot of conversion.
But is there anything else you can do to grab attention?
Well, sure. The content terms we discussed before are fantastic to put FOMO in the hearts of your recipients as long as it's not salesy.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's one thing to go like X days until my offer starts, and a whole different issue to go like X days until my brand scores a sale.
Well, alright, we won't give away all our email magic on the first episode.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe to our channel and check out our blog.
And tune in for more expert email marketing tips.